One, I would say that the industry player all worry. Number two, I think PLN has to do a lot of homework in terms of maintaining their internal regarding the usage of the coal, usage of the gas and solar to back up the operation of the PLN. Within three category of increment within 1st May 2014, it will be impact most probably is into the downstream industry. Because the upstream industry today have a big profitability which has been known by everybody, and that is the only sector that contributing to the economy. And today government selectively just doing the increment for the upstream industry, there will be a total impact for the downstream industry. Because our downstream industry such as textile, ceramic tile and others, food and beverage industry, is basically having most of the raw material from the upstream. So if today the government have decided to increase the industry tariff 3 and 4, which is the big operation of the upstream, most of the downstream industry will for sure will compare the raw material within the domestic consumption and domestic usage, and they will be do more and more import instead of getting from the local. Because once the local industry, which is the upstream, increasingly their production, there will be not much different. Because today's situation, if you see PLN is increasingly put all this burden into the upstream, of course the upstream industry will increase their cost, increase their selling price, increase everything. There will be a huge import.
So how should business players or industry anticipate the impact of the higher electricity tariff?
I think nobody can anticipate within today's situation. Number one, we're seeing the presidential election is on the way. Nobody will be predict and nobody will be anticipate, because a lot of business industry is just keep waiting for a new leader coming. Number two, I'm seeing that the US dollars against the rupiah continuously worst. Number three, we are seeing in the beginning of the years, the government has already increased the minimum wages. So there is no more anticipate, or we have to face it. No other point which is we can continuously doing efficiency, doing all the production more, doing more innovation, everything is within the cost. So I think as of today, government decided to increase another session of the PLN, which has happened to be in 2013, 15%. Today, the other two category tariff, which is will be delivered to the upstream industry, there will be worse and worse situation for the downstream industry.
So related to the cost production, how big is the impact on it? Do you think that there will be a possibility of industry players to reduce production as one of the anticipation maybe?
I think within the capacity, the industry will not reducing their capacity because the cost is there. What the industry will do is transfer the price to the consumer, which is at these stages not much profit or not much contribution to us as a player. Because if we pass on the whole situation of the price into the market, it maybe the maximum is about 15%. But the increment of this PLN is more than 64% in Tariff 4. Tariff 3 is about 38%. So I think equally there will be about 50% of the cost has been put into the situation of the production within the process of the upstream, and in conjunctionally there will be impact for the industry of the downstream.
How do you see in affecting the employment or workers? Is it possible it can lead on the mass layoff?
No,
No?
because in the upstream situation, a lot of industry has been putting most of their operation in the high-tech
Okay.
situation, high-tech manufacturing, a lot of high-tech equipment, state-of-art machinery. I don't think in the upstream will be having the problem of the demonstration, mass layoff or whatever, because they are more into the technology situation, except there will be a downstream industry,
Okay.
so that will not.
Will it affecting the growth of their target industry?
For sure, petrochemical and then steel industry, textile industry, it has been slow growth within the past 3-4 years. Because a lot of raw material, a lot of the new regulation, a lot of no incentive and no stimulus from the government. It has been happened to be slow increment over the past 3-4 years back. So I think for the next coming, the upstream industry has to be more and more, create more and more the technology comparable to waiting the incentive from the government.
Okay, Sir Ahmad, we will continue discussing, but after the break. We'll be right back with more discussion. Stay tuned.